Hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel, RV Tips from Jan. Today's topic are 10 recommended RV accessories. Now, it goes without saying there's a lot of great videos on YouTube that talk about the various RV accessories that are available. These happen to be 10 that we purchased on Amazon and have found to be particularly useful. Plus, have come in very handy in terms of maintaining our RV unit. I will also add that this is an unpaid endorsement. We don't work for any of these companies, and the only reason that we've put this video together is because of all the accessories that we have seen. These happen to be 10 that we found to be particularly helpful to us. But stick around, because at the end of this video, there's an 11th accessory that we bought directly from the manufacturer, not on Amazon. And this accessory is actually helping us to extend the useful life of our RV tires. So let's get started. This first accessory is the Camco RV screen door crossbar. We saw this on another RVer's unit and really liked it, and frankly thought it was part of the original manufacturer's installation. It looks so professional. He told us that he got it on Amazon, so we went to Amazon and made a purchase. It's very inexpensive and only took about 10 minutes to install. It makes it easier to open and close that screen door, plus it adds some additional protection to the screening itself. This is a great accessory. This comes under the heading, when you need a screw, where do you find one? Well, we found a pack of 500 of standard screws that happen to exactly match those that were put into our RV by the manufacturer. This is AP Products 8 by 1 1/4 black pan head square recess screw. And we've already replaced a couple of these in our RV, which is only 6 months old. Another great accessory to have in your toolbox. And speaking of accessories, this one has really saved us. We didn't think we would actually need this. We couldn't imagine a situation where after we got the RV set up, we wouldn't be close enough to the utility box to use our existing 30 amp cord. But sure enough, our third trip out, we ran into exactly that situation. And the problem was that for us to get close enough to use just our standard 30 amp cord, we were going to have to set up right next to the fire ring. So we didn't want to do that. So we moved the RV closer to the road and then used this extension cord to reach the utility box. What a lifesaver, and another great accessory. Well, let me ask you, are you still doing your leveling jacks by hand with that crank that's provided as standard equipment with your RV? Well, this is a nice little extension unit with the necessary socket that fits your leveling jack, and as such can go right on to your cordless drill. And what a pleasure. With the extended shaft, you don't have to climb under your RV to raise and lower those jacks. Another great RV accessory. And yes, when we look at this, all RVs come standard with a sewer hose. But this particular product allows us 20 feet of an upgraded version of what comes as standard equipment. Notice the elbow, which nicely fits down into the inlet of the sewer line that goes into your campsite. And also notice the connections that allow you to extend this up to 20 feet. This is another great accessory that we really appreciate as a part of our RV package. And this goes with that sewer hose. It is the Camco 10-foot Sidewinder RV sewer hose support. It's made of sturdy plastic, and it telescopes, if you will, to slope your sewer hose so that the sewer product actually flows towards the outlet. A great addition to your RV accessory package. This is one that we didn't realize we were going to need, but we were reading a story about an RV. It was a very expensive fifth wheel. It was brand new. The folks were new RVers, and they had left their campsite for the day, gone to the beach, and when they came back, they had a water leak. The culprit, the inlet pressure from the spigot at their site was excessive for the rating of their plastic water lines. This device helps to protect you from that. And yes, there are gauges out there that give you the exact pressure reading, but I call this the no-nonsense version because you simply hook it up to the spigot, screw your hose into the outlet side, and then adjust the spigot so that the pressure falls into the green area. Then you're safe in terms of the water pressure for your plastic tubing in your RV. Well, we see these with a number of campers, and unfortunately, as I indicate at the bottom of this narrative, this is sadly the #1 stolen item in RV parks because they're so expensive. But boy, can they save you a lot of money. This is a surge protector, and there's all kinds of varieties out there of these at different price points, but I will share with you that if you buy the top of the line, you're going to get a surge protector that's reusable. If you get an opening price point surge protector, some of those are what they call one and done. You get a surge and it will not reset itself. You have to throw it away and replace it with another surge protector. This is one that you can reset, and if you have a surge, you don't have to worry about, well, am I going to be able to use it again? Yes, you will. A little more expensive, but a great investment. And oh, by the way, these are available in 50 amp and 30 amp models, so make sure you buy the model that matches your particular amperage. Well, we like to use bottled water when we're out camping with our RV, but a number of you will actually hook up and use the camping grounds water supply as drinking water. If you're going to do that, this is another recommended RV accessory, the Camco Taste Pure RV water filter with flexible hose protector. We see a lot of these being used by various RVers at various campsites. We have not used ours much because, quite frankly, we like to use bottled water. But I included it here because it is a nice accessory to have for your RV. And speaking of having safe drinking water, did you know, and a lot of first-time RVers don't know this, that you're not supposed to use your garden hose to fill your RV fresh water tank? The reason for that is the garden hose is not designed to be safe to provide drinking water. The industry recommends that you buy an approved drinking water hose that's both lead and BPA free. And that's what this particular accessory provides. This happens to be a 25-foot water hose. Now, I've gone through our 10 top accessory items that are available on Amazon, and this is the 11th, and this is my favorite. This is the Air Armor M1A1 Best Tire Pump, and it is the best tire pump. Quick story. We wanted to check the tire pressure on our 4 RV tires. So we bought the necessary gauge, and sure enough, we were a little bit low. So we went out and bought a traditional car tire pump. And as soon as we got up close to the pressure that we needed for our RV tires, that pump failed. So we returned it and we bought a more expensive car tire pump. The exact same thing happened. Got it up towards the pressure that we needed for the tire on the RV, and that particular pump, the hose blew off. So we went online and we found one that was rated for 150 psi. And this has turned out to be a great investment. I like it so much that we actually bought 3 additional of these and gave them as Christmas presents to our 2 sons and our son-in-law. This is one of these things that when you need it, you want to make sure you have something that's reliable. And this gauge is really a reliable measure of the air pressure in your RV tires. Now, we all know that the number one reason RV tires fail is because they are underinflated. We also know that most of them come with nitrogen. So the question that always comes up when you're getting ready to inflate your RV tires is, can I use traditional air with the nitrogen? And the answer is absolutely not a problem. And keep in mind that a tire that has 80% nitrogen, 20% air, traditional air, is still better than a tire with 100% air. The big advantage of nitrogen is it doesn't heat up as fast, and it also doesn't leak as fast as traditional air out of the tire. So this particular unit, we really recommend it. A great accessory to add to your RV collection. Well, that's our video for today with the tips from Jan. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please check that subscription button. But most importantly, please continue to be safe and stay well. Thank you.